let's talk about starting beef on LinkedIn, talking shit on LinkedIn, not being afraid to have a brand or to use language that offends people. And I got a couple of directions we could take this. The first one is just, when did you decide that you were going to take that approach, and what's behind it for you?
When I realized that LinkedIn rewards controversy.
Jake Paul, baby, the Jake Paul of revenue productions.
You know, like, one thing that's interesting, I'm a big UFC, mixed martial arts guy, and there's a famous fighter who made a ton of money off of playing the character they call the heel, right? The heel is kind of the bad guy, right? The anti-hero, if you will. It's the person that rattles the cages, says the things that people are probably thinking but don't want to say, right? They're willing to ruffle feathers, and they seem unfazed when they do it. And so when I realized that I can play the heel on LinkedIn and simultaneously maintain my brand of being an intelligent thought leader in this space, I started to kind of dabble in that a little bit, right? I have a very alpha personality. You've known me forever. It's my personality. I'm not afraid to be controversial. I'm not afraid to say things. I'm very authentic. We talked about this last night, JJ. I'm just a very authentically me person. But there's an extra layer of persona that I throw online because I play the game, right? And what the game, I call it, I throw rocks at hornets' nests. Because here's my strategy. I speak in absolutes. I give no caveats. I do all my explaining in the comments, but I have to speak in absolutes and caveats because it pisses people off. And when you piss people off or you throw rocks at people's beehives, the bees come swarming, and they swarm into the comments. And when they swarm into the comments, yeah, what?
I got a question about said bees and said hornets. Why do all of them live in the UK? How come all your bees and hornets live in the UK? What's going on there?
Oh, dude. I think the UK is just a bunch of pussified men, to be honest. A bunch of vagina men walking around, dude. They're so soft. Their government won't even let them own a weapon. So anyways, they have super high crime because people are stabbing people because they can't get guns and stuff. Anyways, bro, there is a lot of UK. I got a lot of US too. But nonetheless, I think our culture in general is just super weenie. But you throw rocks at the hornet's nest. The hornets come. They swarm in the comments. They shit talk, whatever. I'm going to respond because there's a conversation going on about this post, which tells LinkedIn there's conversation going on here. Push it to more and more people. And when you do that, it brings more hornets. It brings more people who are pissed off. It brings people who are agreeing. And now you got hornets fighting other hornets because they're all like, no, I agree with Joey. No, I don't. The best part of all of it is in my DMs are super high quality leads who just saw through the shit. They agree with the message. They're not going to partake in the comments. They're not going to partake in the likes. They're not going to repost my shit. But they're going to come in the back end and they're going to say, hey, I actually really agree with what you're saying. I love the way you said it. Can we have a conversation with your company? And so that's my approach. I'm not as much of an asshole as I appear online. Well, yes, I am.
Depends on the day.
Depends on the day, and it depends on who I'm talking to.
You're famous on subreddit, by the way.
I am famous on the LinkedIn Lunatics subreddit. They don't like me. What's funny is I made an epic video that was a sweet turn of events. I made it sound like they got me and I was sad and I was changing my ways. And then I turned it on them motherfuckers. And then they're like, because I actually went back and read some of the subreddit. And the guy was like, honestly, I watched this video. It kind of made some good points. I guess we are kind of helping him by talking shit in his comments.
Yeah, and now they're gone.
Now they're gone.
Pull up and empty the clip. 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 My shooters pull up and empty the clip. Reload that bitch and then empty again. My shooters pull up and